Janet, this isn't going to affect it, I don't think. So he's having a sex scene with a much younger woman in the movie. And it looked pretty realistic, which, of course, you have to have happen. I mean, right? You're a good
acting,
actor.
Right? Yes.
But for some reason in my head, I think because, on some level, I wish Ben Affleck was my husband. I thought, man, so tough to watch your husband have act a sex scene out with someone else.
Well, did you hear that Hugh Jackman's wife came out and said that there is one girl he cannot co-star with? Did you see that?
I did see that.
Now, his wife...
Do you want me to say?
Yeah. Well, his wife, Deborah Lee Furness, that's her name, has been married to Hugh Jackman for nearly 20 years. And I've never really heard her name. If you would have asked me, I wouldn't have known who his wife was, which is horrible.
Get on it, Janet. Get up with the times on... Actually, I can't believe I know this, but I do. She is famous in Australia. So she was a big star when they got married.
Oh.
She was a bigger star than he was. And now he's become a worldwide star. And she's older than him, too.
I could have guessed
I'm not sure how much. Yeah. If you've seen pictures.
She's 59 and he's 46.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of a big difference.
That is.
So who has she said that he can't co-star with?
Angelina Jolie.
Do you blame her? Homewrecker?
I don't.
What?
No. No, I don't. I mean, I sort of would have said, look, you can act with Steve Martin and trying to think of other men, like
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, thank you.
Go.
Yes. Woody Allen.
Yep.
You can be in as many movies as you want with Woody Allen. But
no Brad Pitt.
Angelina Jolie, right. Yes. None of it. It's tough. It's a tough business.
It is. I've said this a million times, but it's a reality that I will never know, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
Are you a Michael Bublé fan? He's a singer, if you didn't already know that.
I did know he's a singer.
Yeah. See, a lot of my co-hosts on this podcast are like Hollywood ignorant, and they'll admit it. They'll be like, I only know Miranda Lambert because you talk about her every podcast.
Right. I know. I've listened, and I can't remember the specific co-host name, but I do remember them going, like, you would list off everything, and they'd be like, no, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah.
And then I know everything.
And that's awesome. Well, Michael Bublé unfortunately got married a few years back, and his wife is having baby number 2.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's good news in Hollywood. You don't get a lot of good news out of Hollywood.
Good news for them. No,
Is there any Hollywood news that's been on your radar lately that maybe I missed?
The Ben Affleck thing actually was the one.
Startling.
Yes, that I was thinking about. So I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad that was on for my podcast.
Huge.
It was kind of sad.
It was, yeah.
But
he looked sad in the pictures they released today that said Ben Affleck breaks his silence. He looked really sad, but do you think it's an act?
No, I do think he's sad.
Because they have a couple
going
kids
through
together.
a divorce myself. Oh. Yeah, I do think he's sad, but I do think that they will be a great example of how to co-parent even after a divorce.
Unlike Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, like you never see Tom with the baby.
No, you don't. And you know what else is weird about Tom Cruise is I think he kind of like, oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. His second wife, red hair.
Nicole Kidman?
Thank you. I can't believe I forgot her name.
It's all good.
Nicole Kidman, he basically shut her out, I think, of their kids' lives. Mm-hmm. So I think that...
Katie Holmes.
Oh, my God. Thanks.
I'm on it.
Katie Holmes kind of had a heads up and knew, I don't know, she just got out of there fast.
She did. The 5-year contract was up and she was out.
Yep.
That was the weirdest relationship ever.
Pretty bizarre.
Yeah. So you've been eating salads and being super healthy. Are you a potato chip person?
I'm more of a sweet tooth kind of girl. But still, I'm fascinated by how the different ways we can come up with junk food.
Yeah.
Yes.
So last year, Steve and I fell in love with the wasabi the Lay's potato chips, and they ended up being the winner. I think last year they had wasabi, bacon mac and cheese, and then mango salsa were the 3 flavors.
This all sound okay.
Yeah.
Did you try them all?
Yes. Oh, and they had a cappuccino one, which was very good. Very much like what's that Mexican fried cinnamon sugar thing? Come on.
Like not a sopapilla.
No, it's the long stick thing.
Just churro.
Yes, it kind of tasted like a churro. So we're like filling in for each other's thoughts.
My brain was going, come on, Steph, if you can't think of Nicole Kidman's name, come up with churro. You just said you had a sweet tooth.
Oh, so we loved the wasabi and the cappuccino one. Well, this year, Yahoo says that they have been given the 4 finalists for the Lay's flavors this year. So the first one, they say, smells like roast chicken in a bag. What do you think the flavor is, Stephanie McHugh?
I have no clue. I would say rotisserie chicken, quite frankly.
That's what I thought, right? But they say it tastes very savory, almost meat-like in flavor. Hints of rosemary. On the whole, flavor recalls a Thanksgiving turkey. And the flavor prediction they are thinking is Thanksgiving stuffing.
Okay, I have to be honest. You lose me at meat-like in flavor.
For a
if
potato
it's not
chip?
meat, it really shouldn't taste like meat.
That's what Spam is. Oh,
it might work.
Yeah.
It might work.
The next one kind of reminded me of the wasabi. I don't know if it... Just the fact that it's in the same family. Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, I do. Okay, so the smell is like, whoa, baby. These chips have a smell that smacks you in the face and not in a good way.
So it's kind of like that wasabi thing. Yeah?
A little sweet at first and then savory.
Mm-hmm.
And then one taster thought that they tasted like seaweed. Not sure about that. Another noted hints of sweet pickle. No one liked them.
Yeah.
The seaweed flavored chip is just wrong, which is, I'm going to have to go with that.
And they're thinking it's going to be a sushi flavored chip. Do you eat seaweed chips?
I do. I do eat those.
Those are so good.
They are really good.
The wasabi flavored seaweed bites. I love those. Keep going back to wasabi. The next one kind of reminded me of what the bacon mac and cheese was last year. The smell was cheddary, but with beefy notes underneath. That turns you off, doesn't it?
Again, we don't need meat-like or beefy notes in our potato chips. Just don't.
Specifically, like the little burgers that came in Lunchables. Yep. Or frozen White Castle burgers you buy at a gas station. So, not really Steak and Shake or Shake Shack, but they think these are going to be cheeseburger Frito-Lays.
Again,
Stop throwing meat in my potato chip.
They just should have stopped last year while they were ahead.
Right. All right,
Hamburger
the last
Helper.
one. I know, I loved Hamburger Helper as a kid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's so
last
not
one.
Good. Okay, sorry.
Oh, all right, here we go. The smell?
Yes.
Cheesy, like Parmesan. The taste, we picked up truffle and Parmesan, which produced a deep umami flavor. These are also herbs in the mix, but we're at a loss as to their identity. Sorry, lost my place. All things considered, I would definitely not kick these chips out of bed. And I have to say meat or beefy was not used once in the description, so that's good.
Right.
The texture's wavy. Oh, so the prediction, truffle parmesan.
Doesn't that sound good?
It does. I guess. I can't tell yet. I'm afraid. After the first three, it sounds good, but I'm a little afraid.
Have you been to Cuba, the restaurant here in Denver?
No, but you are the second person this week who has asked me that.
That means
I
you need to go
now.
Yeah, because they have truffle, parmesan, French fries, and I recommend those. Yep, I don't know.
That sounds good.
It was delicious. Anywho, all right.
Sounds a little fresher, quite frankly, than a Lay's potato chip bag that's been sitting in 7-Eleven for who knows how long.
Right. Well, the cool thing about these new flavors is you know that they're fresh bags.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
For at least the first 6 months. Did you hear about the new Oreo? Speaking of junk food, let's just stay on the same topic.
Let's do it.
Oreo is thinner. Are you an Oreo fan?
That's all relative. I do like Oreos. Yes, I try to stay away from them because it's like crack pretty much. But yes.
I was asked this question this weekend. Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Ooh. And you answered?
Well, I want your answer first.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's the soft Chips Ahoy cookies, if I can put that out there, I would choose the soft
That's
Chips
exactly
Ahoy.
what I said.
Really?
Yes. I was like, they have the soft batch. So Chips Ahoy.
Yes.
Because Oreos can be a little dry. I like them in my ice cream.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Yep, that does. I gained, when I lost all that weight after having the girls and was lifting weights, we went away to a family reunion in Missouri or Minnesota, somewhere. I can't remember, but it was hot. And there were mosquitoes the size of cats.
Missouri.
And my cute as a button teenage cousin made these Oreo balls. So she took Oreo cookies and cream cheese in a food processor and then made them into balls and then dipped them in white chocolate and brought that. And I could not stop eating them for the life of me and gained 10 pounds and have yet, Janet, to
when was
lose
this?
those 10 pounds. I can't remember the year, but Nelly, It's Getting Hot in Here was on the radio.
That was like 2002.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I remember dancing that song in the club. And I don't go to the club anymore. Well, these new Oreos probably won't help your case if your cute little cousin makes them. But they're going to be 7.5 millimeters thick compared to the original cookie, which was 12.5 millimeters thick. Yeah. And
this is what I noticed. Okay, keep going. Keep going. I'll save it.
Well, the original cookies were 160 calories in 3 cookies. For these, you get 140 calories in 4 cookies.
Okay, that sounds
doable.
I don't know. Janet, when was the last time you ate 3 Oreo cookies in one sitting?
I don't.
3 or less. 3 or less.
They're so dry. Like, I seriously have to have a lot of milk.
Yeah.
When was the last time? Do you like eat the whole thing? The whole row?
I would not even, and I would not say I've ever bought just for myself Oreo cookies. But if they're around, I'm not going to eat just 3. I'm going to eat minimum of 9 in one sitting. So the thin isn't going to help me out that much. And I like how they have it in millimeters.
Yep.
Yeah, that's false. That's misleading.
In February, they had the red velvet Oreo cookies. Those were a problem.
Icky?
No. the opposite.
Oh,
I
really
ate
good?
so many. I could